Breaking, watch Alex Eala's epic journey to claim the Hong Kong Open crown. Rise of champion. Under the dazzling lights of Victoria Park, amidst the electric pulse of Hong Kong's tennis fever, a young woman stood at the edge of destiny. Her name, Alexandra Alex Eala, was already whispered with reverence across the tennis world. But this week, her story was no longer one of promise. It was one of arrival. The Hong Kong Open had become more than a tournament. It had become a stage where determination met destiny, where a 20-year-old Filipina sensation carved her name into history with the poise of a warrior and the heart of a dreamer. This is the rise of champion, the spark before the storm. Alex Eala arrived in Hong Kong not as a top seed, not as the crowd's favorite, but as a fighter who had something to prove. She had faced injuries, tough losses, and the weight of expectations from a nation hungry for glory. Yet she smiled through it all. The press conference before the tournament hinted at her quiet confidence. "I've learned that winning isn't about overpowering," she said softly. "It's about outlasting." Those words would echo through the week as the courts of Victoria Park became her proving ground. Every morning, she was the first on the practice court. Her coach, her brother, and a handful of Filipinos waving flags behind the fence watched as she sharpened her serve, perfected her forehand, and whispered her mantra under her breath. Play for the dream. The first battle. Her first match was against a seasoned European veteran, Tatiana Maria, known for her slice-heavy game and strategic mind. The first few games were tight. Maria's experience clashed with Eala's youthful fire. But then, Alex found her rhythm. Her forehand began to roar across the court. Her backhand cracked through like lightning, and her movement, swift, almost balletic, wove her presence across every inch of the baseline. The match ended 6-4, 6-3, and Alex's roar was heard all the way to the Filipino crowd section, waving the blue, red, and yellow flag. Hong Kong had noticed. This was not just another young player making a run. This was a story unfolding, one of resilience, youth, and fearless ambition. Winds of pressure. The second round brought with it a new challenge. Katie Boulter, the British powerhouse known for her fierce ground strokes and aggressive returns. It was a clash of wills. Boulter's booming serve met Eala's sharp return game. The rally stretched long into the humid night. The crowd gasped at every point, torn between two players who refused to yield. At one point, down 3-5 in the first set, Eala clenched her fists and stared at the court. A memory flashed, a tough loss earlier that year, where she had faltered in the same position. Not tonight. She broke back with two stunning cross-court winners. Then she held serve. Then she broke again. From 3-5 down, she won the set 7-5. When Boulter raised her level in the second set, Eala stayed calm. Her footwork was poetry. Her mind was a fortress. She sealed the win 7-5, 6-4, sending shockwaves through the tennis world. Social media lit up. Alex Eala is coming. The pride of the Philippines is rising. Future Grand Slam champion in the making. The semi-final showdown. As the tournament neared its end, tension filled the air. Eala faced Elena Rakimova, a Russian baseliner with a reputation for demolishing opponents with relentless pace. The semi-final was a war. Every point was a mini battle of patience, power, and mental grit. Rakimova took the first set 6-3. During the changeover, Alex sat quietly, towel over her head. Her coach's voice cut through the noise. "You've been here before. You know how to rise." Something inside her shifted. The next set began with fury. Eala hit her shots deeper, angled sharper, her lefty forehand painting the lines. The crowd began chanting her name. Every rally, every scream, every fist pump was a declaration. She was not done yet. She won the second set 6-2, then stormed to the decider 6-3. As she raised her arms, sweat glistening under the Hong Kong night sky, the Filipino flags and stands erupted in celebration. Alex Eala into the final act. The finals were poetic. Alex Eala versus Alexandra Sasnovich, the Belarusian veteran whose precision and power had crushed everyone in her path. The match drew thousands, both in the stands and online. It wasn't just a tennis match. It was a cultural moment. The Philippines gathered around screens from Manila to Cebu, from Hong Kong to New York. The first set was brutal. Sasnovich took control early, using her experience to expose Eala's nerves. The scoreboard flashed 6-2. But champions are not defined by how they start. They are defined by how they respond. Heart over power. Eala began the second set with newfound focus. Every point became personal. She began to vary her play, mixing drop shots, looping forehands, and quick net approaches that forced Sasnovich out of rhythm. Midway through the set, at 3-3, came the rally that would be remembered forever. A 26-shot exchange, both players trading blows from the baseline. Sasnovich unleashed a forehand down the line. Eala sprinted, stretched, and flicked a passing shot cross-court, clipping the edge of the line. Winner. The stadium exploded. Eala let out a primal yell that seemed to echo across the skyline. From that moment, momentum belonged to her. She took the set 6-4, forcing a deciding third. The rise. The final set was chaos and beauty intertwined. Every point was fought like it was the last. Sasnovich led 4-2 at one point, but Eala dug deep, rallying with fierce defense, pushing her limits, refusing to yield. Her legs burned. Her lungs screamed. Beyond victory. The trophy glimmered in her hands, a symbol of everything she had fought for. Her journey was not just about the title. It was about proving that belief, perseverance, and heart can overcome anything. In her victory speech, her voice cracked with emotion. "This isn't just my win," she said. "This is for every Filipino kid who dreams big. This is for everyone who's been told they're too small, too young, too far away. Keep dreaming, because dreams, when fueled by courage, can cross oceans." The afterglow. The tennis world took notice. Headlines blazed across sports networks. Eala makes history in Hong Kong. The Philippine prodigy's time has come. A new Asian star rises. Analysts called it a breakthrough moment. Fans called it fate. And for Alex, it was both a victory years in the making, born from sacrifice, sleepless nights, and the unbreakable spirit of home. She didn't just lift a trophy. She lifted the pride of an entire nation, the champion's reflection. That night, as Hong Kong shimmered in neon light and the city hummed with celebration, Eala stood on her hotel balcony, looking over the skyline. The trophy glistened beside her. She whispered to herself, the words soft but sure, "This is only the beginning." Her phone buzzed with messages. Serena Williams, Coco Gauff, and even Rafael Nadal's academy congratulating her. But amidst the chaos, one message stood out. You didn't just win the title, Alex. You inspired the world. And maybe that was her greatest victory. Because champions aren't defined by trophies. They're defined by the stories they create, the hearts they touch, and the hope they leave behind. Alex Eala's journey to the Hong Kong Open crown wasn't just epic. It was transformative. The rise of a champion had begun. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.